from parkour athletes to iconic girl groups. Here are some of our favorite female protagonists from gaming. It's International Women's History Month, so we thought we'd celebrate some of our favorite women in gaming who we've been able to play as through the years. We're sticking to PC, so while Samus might be one of the first to grace our screens, she won't be making it onto this list. Don't worry though, as we still have plenty of women to feature, from world-saving heroines to iconic names across the world. Speaking of iconic names, now is a great time to make sure you subscribed to Logitech G for more videos on all things gaming. Thanks! Now, let's get to some of our favorite leading ladies.
It's my turn, bitch!
Commander Shepard in any form is an iconic presence in gaming, but for many of us, being able to select a female version meant the world. RPGs are fantastic for a wider range of people being able to see themselves represented, especially when that person commands the entire Normandy. Commander Shepard is a force to be reckoned with, the person standing between the Reapers and the destruction of life. Can she drop a sassy line when needed? Yes.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
Can she destroy her enemies in battle? You bet. And can she kick back and romance aliens across the universe? Oh yeah, she can really do it all. And with the remaster on the way this year, she'll be able to do it all again, looking even better than before.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You p***ed the captain off and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Valve is known for creating iconic silent characters, and Portal's Chell has got to be our favorite. Sorry, Gordon, but the portal gun is the one for us.
All right, brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully. If you're not dead.
While what we know about her is pretty limited to scraps of hidden info or by getting comics and piecing together more, she's still a character that's stuck with us since the first Portal back in 2007. Plus, her silence, unlike Gordon's, is canon because NPCs reference it.
Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped, but never mind.
We love that we play this person biting their lip and just getting through the tests in whatever way they can. She's determined and resilient.
Great work. Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
Chell wasn't initially going to appear in Portal 2, but players wanted GLaDOS to recognize them as the person who killed her last time, so Chell's legacy continued. She's here, forever keeping orange jumpsuits in style.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time.
When you mention women in games, the first name that probably comes to mind is Lara Croft. She's been puzzling through tombs since 1996, and still at it in 2018 and beyond with the likes of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Plus, as an archaeologist adventurer, she's already cooler than anyone else. The ultimate action hero, she's able to handle whatever puzzles or enemies appear in one of the 20 games she graces. Side note, between the first release and 2003, she appeared in a game every single year. So for pure numbers alone, she's a standout hero in the industry. Lara's traveled across the world, explored the depths of ancient temples, solved numerous puzzles, some that took us longer than we'd like to admit, and kept a slick ponytail during the whole thing. Amazing.
Jonah, I found the temple. I'm gonna take a closer look.
Scream queens have long been stellar women who overcome all odds. But it's not just in movies. These fearless heroines pop up in games as well. Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil series has been around since the first installment in 1996. She featured next to Chris Redfield, and thanks to her special skills with lockpicking and a larger inventory, she was the recommended choice to start with.
What are you talking about? We're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Independent, brave, and generally just a badass, Jill absolutely paved the way for what roles women could have in games. And that way is kicking zombies in the rotted teeth. Character creator Shinji Mikami took special care to make her a compelling protagonist, not just a pretty addition. And for that we thank him, as we've enjoyed playing as Jill and screaming our way through Resident Evil for decades.
What the hell is that thing?
She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill.
A newer addition to the lineup, Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn gave us everything we want from a protagonist. She faces a beautiful but hostile sci-fi world to find the truth of her past. Her story grabbed us from the very beginning, and we were hell-bent on discovering who she was.
Take your bow.
No matter how much gorgeous landscape there was calling our name, we couldn't be dragged away from Aloy's journey for long. Especially because she was why we felt confident to venture away from safety. We'd be terrified trying to face robo-dinos, but through Aloy, anything seems possible. She's tough, resourceful, ready for anything. We could all learn something from that. Like not throwing away random bits of metal. If you were Aloy, you'd find a use for it.
Well, an outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, you'll sprain your neck.
Alyx Vance. Her introduction in Half-Life 2 is beating up a Combine soldier to save you, and after coming to, we instantly knew we were going to love her.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
Now we have Half-Life Alyx and get to play as the best companion. Not only was this a chance to head back to the universe of the most anticipated follow-up to a game possibly ever, but don the hoodie of our favorite friend. Alyx was back and the only one that could stop humanity's destruction, so no pressure. She is even better than we hoped to play as, especially as we can live through her thanks to the VR world. Everything she does is thanks to our movements.
Ew.
We couldn't have asked for a better character to become.
Look, they're looking for you now. Okay, so just be careful.
I'll be ready.
The Assassin's Creed franchise is known for its badass women, from Evie Fry to Aya of Alexandria. But few have the skills or the biceps of the Mythios Kassandra, who you can climb, fight, and Spartan kick your way across ancient Greece as in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. As Kassandra, you get to defeat mythological beasts and discover new worlds. She's the captain of a ship, a descendant of King Leonidas, a devoted daughter, and a deadly warrior. She's strong-willed, intelligent, and fearless, an all-round perfect protagonist. You can choose to play as her brother Alexius instead, of course, but it's Kassandra for us every time.
Oh! Guards!
I'm not here to hurt you. I just want answers.
There are so many amazing women in League of Legends that we struggled to narrow it down to just one. So we decided to go for the most iconic girl group to come out of it, KDA, which I'm sure you know we already love as we have a whole set of products featuring them. Our KDA collaboration is so exciting, and we're sat here writing this entry decked out in everything we could get our hands on. The band is made up of Akali, a deadly assassin and deadly rapper, Ari charming both with magic and without, the demon you're gonna fall for, Evelyn, and Kaisa, who has a killer instinct in-game and on the stage. Their influence transcends League with millions of views on every video. It doesn't get much more impressive than a killer girl group. Despite only getting to play as Geralt's adopted daughter Ciri for a short time, her missions in The Witcher 3 are some of the most memorable. Getting to step into her leather boots after spending all your time with the Butcher of Blaviken himself is a breath of fresh air, and her blink ability makes you feel like an unstoppable force. Ciri is beloved in the Witcher community and beyond for being compassionate, quick-witted, and wonderfully stubborn.
I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
Despite being the princess of Sintra, she is a formidable fighter who is not to be underestimated, particularly when it comes to knowing the difference between ghouls and Alghouls. So many fantastic women you can play as in Overwatch, and sadly none of them have formed a band for us to group together. But when narrowing it down, only one of these women is a gunslinging cowboy with a giant robot with a hat on. So we decided for today that Ashe was our girl. Chucking dynamite as she goes, blasting with a shotgun, Ashe is incredibly fun to play. Plus, as an outlaw gang leader pulling off heists across the West, she's at the top of the most wanted list for the lore and for us, because that's a backstory we wish we all had. Basically, she's all our cowboy fantasies come to life, but better than we could ever have imagined.
Do I have to do everything myself?
From the first moments we met Clem, we knew we'd never forget her. She gave so much heart to the story.
Did you kill it?
Yes.
It's okay. I think she was a monster.
We went from trying to stay alive to having no other purpose than protecting our sweet, innocent child. However, Clementine is never reduced to some damsel in distress we need to save. She is a complex character that grows throughout the 5 episodes.
Ta-da!
Plus, she made it onto this list of playable characters because you play as her in Season 2 and 4. Clementine comes into her own as a protagonist, a gentle but strong presence that keeps her humanity in the most difficult situations. Not only do we love playing her in The Walking Dead, but she's someone we look up to. A reminder that there is good in the world even when it seems so bad.
I'll take the big one. You get Shorty.
I've got the big one.
Hey, kid. Look, it's not like I don't know you have guts, but are you crazy?
Maybe I am.
Another fingerless glove sporter like Alyx Vance, Faith Connors had us believing that if we just had the right outfit and leapt onto a nearby building, we could really carry on with all the badass parkour we just executed in-game. Obviously, the reality is that we're best sticking with our mouse and keyboard when hopping across rooftops. But still, she gave us a newfound confidence that may or may not be a little dangerous. As we zoom around the minimalist city, Faith Connors is rarely seen, only in reflections and in 2D cutscenes, but we still connected with her. A little bit of story, her attitude, and those leaps of faith make her memorable. It couldn't have been anyone else taking us on those runs. It had to be Faith.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please.
So, those are some of our favourite female protagonists from PC gaming over the years. Let us know who you love to play as in the comments below, and if you enjoyed, give this video a like. For more videos on games, the people who play them, and the things they play them with, subscribe to Logitech G, and hit the notification bell so you never miss when another video lands. We now have massive nostalgia, and are going back to replay our favourite games. Catch you in the next one.
Gotta get out of here.